The excitement at Gainbridge Fieldhouse was palpable as the Indiana Pacers faced off against the Oklahoma City Thunder on the opening night of the 2025-2026 NBA season. Fans filed into the stadium, donned in their Pacers gear, ready to witness what promised to be an electrifying matchup. At the half, the scoreboard flashed Pacers 47, Thunder 54, a 7-point difference, signaling a competitive and hard-fought game. But as the halftime buzzer sounded, it was clear. Both teams had set the stage for a thrilling second half. First half, a competitive start. As the game kicked off, the Pacers came out with determination, energized by their home crowd. Tyrese Haliburton, the team's star point guard, immediately took control of the offense, orchestrating plays with his signature precision. Haliburton's court vision was on full display, and his ability to find the open man. Whether it was on a sharp pass to a cutting teammate or a well-timed assist, set the tone for the game. The Pacers' offense flowed through Haliburton, and the ball movement looked fluid and crisp. With the floor spacing created by players like Buddy Hield, the Pacers were able to generate open shots. The Thunder, led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, came prepared with a stout defense. Gilgeous-Alexander, known for his scoring ability and smooth shooting form, was determined to keep the Pacers on their toes. The first quarter was a back-and-forth affair, with both teams showing off their offensive capabilities. The Pacers' defense, which had been a focal point in the offseason, was tested early. The Thunder, with their aggressive perimeter shooting, were able to knock down a few three-pointers, forcing Indiana to scramble on defense. Despite the early pressure, the Pacers responded by playing to their strengths. The front court, featuring the new addition Pascal Siakam, was dominant in the paint. Siakam's ability to finish strong around the basket provided a much-needed offensive punch. His size, agility, and scoring versatility were a significant asset. As he continually bullied his way to the rim, drawing fouls and finishing in traffic, Siakam's presence was felt as he added a series of high-efficiency baskets to keep the Pacers within striking distance. Haliburton's calm demeanor and leadership qualities were evident as he distributed the ball effectively. But while the Pacers' offense was clicking, the Thunder's defensive intensity picked up. As the first quarter wound down, the game was tied, and neither team seemed willing to give an inch. In the second quarter, however, the Thunder made a key adjustment. Oklahoma City tightened its defense, switching more aggressively on screens and contesting every shot. This defensive pressure was compounded by the explosive scoring of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. After a quiet start, Gilgeous-Alexander found his rhythm, pouring in 10 points in the second quarter alone. His ability to penetrate the defense and create open shots for teammates added a new dimension to the Thunder's offense. On the offensive end, the Thunder's ball movement became more fluid as well. With Gilgeous-Alexander driving to the basket, he opened up passing lanes, finding Josh Giddey and Chet Holmgren for open shots. Giddey, known for his court vision, was exceptional at facilitating, setting up his teammates for easy buckets. Holmgren, the highly touted rookie, showcased his unique skill set, hitting mid-range jumpers and even a three-pointer that seemed to silence the crowd temporarily. The Pacers, on the other hand, struggled to match the Thunder's sudden burst of energy. Despite Siakam's continued dominance in the paint, the Pacers couldn't get much going outside of Haliburton and Siakam. Hield, normally a reliable shooter, missed a few key open shots, and the team's bench struggled to provide the necessary spark. As a result, the Pacers found themselves trailing by 7 points at halftime. Emotional tension, Coach Rick Carlisle's frustration. As the game continued, it became apparent that the Pacers' frustrations with the officiating were mounting. Head coach Rick Carlisle, known for his calm yet fiery nature, was visibly upset with several calls during the second quarter. A few controversial fouls went against the Pacers, including a questionable blocking call on a fast break that led to a technical foul. Carlisle's frustration boiled over as he argued with the officials, gesturing vehemently and trying to make his case known. His fiery exchange with the referees only seemed to increase the intensity in the building as the fans rallied behind their coach, while Carlisle's emotional response was a sign of his passion for his team. It also demonstrated the pressure of opening night. The officiating decisions seemed to rattle the Pacers, and as the game continued, the emotional toll became apparent. The team needed to regroup and refocus, as they couldn't let external factors like officiating dictate the outcome of the game. Carlisle's technical foul had momentarily shifted the momentum in favor of the Thunder, but it was clear that the Pacers couldn't afford to lose their composure in such a tightly contested matchup. In his post-game comments, Carlisle would later reflect on the importance of keeping a cool head in these situations. "I'm proud of the way our guys played, despite some frustrating calls. The key is staying locked in and not letting anything distract you from the bigger goal," he said in the locker room after the game. Look at the players. Key performers. One of the most exciting storylines heading into the season for the Pacers was the arrival of Pascal Siakam. After his trade from the Toronto Raptors, there was much anticipation surrounding how he would fit into the team's system. So far, he had proved to be exactly what the Pacers needed, a versatile forward who could not only score, but also defend and rebound. Siakam's ability to handle the ball and create his own shot made him a valuable asset on both ends of the floor. His chemistry with Haliburton was evident, as the two seemed to have developed a strong understanding of each other's movements. Despite the Pacers' halftime deficit, Siakam's performance was a bright spot. On the other side, the Thunder's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was once again proving why he's one of the most promising young stars in the league. His ability to control the pace of the game, combined with his elite scoring, made him a constant threat. Gilgeous-Alexander's leadership on the court, particularly in the second quarter, was crucial in the Thunder's surge. His smooth jumper and ability to get to the rim made him a difficult matchup for any defender. Chet Holmgren, Oklahoma City's second-year player, also had a strong showing in the first half. His 7-foot frame, combined with his ability to stretch the floor, made him a matchup nightmare. Holmgren's ability to defend both in the paint and on the perimeter made him an important asset for the Thunder. His presence on the floor allowed the Thunder to play a more versatile brand of basketball, spacing the floor for Gilgeous-Alexander to operate. The second half, what's next? As the teams returned to the court for the second half, both coaches made their final adjustments. For the Pacers, the key would be tightening up their defense and limiting the Thunder's transition opportunities. With Oklahoma City being such an athletic team, the Pacers knew they couldn't afford to give up easy fast break points. Additionally, the Pacers would look to find more contributions from their bench. If the bench could give them a lift, the Pacers would have a chance to get back in the game. For the Thunder, the goal would be to continue exploiting their defensive pressure and continue to ride the hot hand of Gilgeous-Alexander. With the lead intact, the Thunder knew they couldn't afford to let up. They needed to maintain their energy and defensive intensity while looking to expand the lead as the game progressed. As the third quarter tipped off, it was clear that this game would come down to the final minutes. The Pacers, while facing a challenge, had the talent to make a comeback. But the Thunder's aggressive playmaking was going to be difficult to overcome.